Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. What an intriguing game we've got for you tonight. One tremendous college player will be included in the lineup. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got McGee. Scott is out there with Josh McRoberts. It's Clifford at the 3, the small forward. And for Richmond,
welcome.
DeMarcus Cousins out there with Rodman. Then there's McCollum, and there's Hill, and it's Thomas in at the 1.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here's Houston. He is guarded by McCollum.
I got him.
Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Richmond. So it's Richmond now. Here's Hill. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Pass to McRoberts. Here's Houston. McGee is screened on McCollum. Houston can't get it to go. McCollum left side. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
Scott the pass to McGee. We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Houston. Bangs home the trifecta.
Matching baskets.
Sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here is Hill. Good with the triple. Scott with the ball. Pass to Houston. Launches it. Cousins pulls it in. Houston's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Here's Hill. Scott pulls it in. Hill's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's McRoberts. Trains the three-pointer.
And knocking down threes is so key. It makes defenses come out of the paint and gives your team some space to operate.
On the wing, Hill. Pass to Cousins. Fires the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Hill's got 5 points so far.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball because that really will help his confidence. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here is Hill. He's got 5. Drills the three-pointer. Hill's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Richmond.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus. Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to gain the looks he needs.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Shooting 1.
That one, able to maintain control and finish the play.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Welcome.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Poole fires away from outside. And so it's Richmond bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Richmond?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
Showing off the range. McCollum's so confident.
KD against Jones. It's stolen by Adams. Inside. And there's Williamson on the assist by Smart. Williamson's got the lead up to 12 now for Richmond. McCollum against Poole. Pass to Durant. Sullinger the screen. Poole on the wing. Watch the screen. Tries it from 19. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Richmond leading by 12. And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker. But Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. And that's a gift for converting around the rim.
Well, there he goes, getting some elevation. Scoring 2 loud.
And Brian Keith wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. There's a minute 47 left to play in the first half. A three from McCollum. Basket in as many tries.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent.
You are now rocking with the best. Welcome.
Watching him operate, and that's what it looked like the B was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now here is Hill. He's got 14. Banked in off the glass. Hill's got 16.
And making it look easy right now. When Hill finds his rhythm, well, he keeps in attack mode.
Three-pointer. Martin sinks the triple.
And with that corner three, she provides spacing side to side, stretching out that court.
Pass to Adams. And here's McCollum for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McCollum's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, McCollum is never afraid to get competitive at the arc.
Here's Scott driving inside. And finished off by Scott.
I like to see that kind of decisive movement, driving hard when he has an opening.
McCollum fires from way outside. Another three for Richmond.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Nice ball movement by Richmond. For three. Yeah. Another three for Richmond.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Nick Roberts.
I mean, that's a tough break for the B. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
He misses the free.
Aggressive.
And he sinks the second. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. A three from McCollum, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Richmond with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if Grant Hill has been really making it happen, guys.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Thomas is out there with McCollum. And it's Hill. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rodman in at the 4. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with. Now here's McCollum. 15 points in the game. Hill kicks to McCollum. It's back to Hill for 3. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
In order to win games, you've got to hit the jumper.
Pass to McRoberts. Back to Scott. Latray. A three-pointer is right on target. Scott's got 9.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's McCollum. Fires the 3. The shot's good. Rodman making the play.
Timeout.
He's got 18.
Started.
Well, he's around a 40% career shooter from 3. McCollum adding another 3 to his prolific talent.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Scott against Thomas. Scott the pass to Houston. Off target with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
A 3 from McCollum. Another 3 for Richmond.
Well, no question McCollum is in the zone right now. Just letting the offense flow through it.
Pass to McRoberts. Back to Scott. Here's Clifford. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Here's McRoberts. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Cousins, the pass to McCollum. There's the triple. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Here's Scott. Good on the triple.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Thomas finds Rodman. Back to Thomas. Now here is Hill. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Richmond.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Scott, good.
It's a good night when you're racking them up like that.
Enzo Thomas will bring it up for Richmond. And it's McCollum in the corner. From deep. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 6 assists now in the game.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Here's Scott. There's the drive. And he lays it straight in. Scott's got 10 points in just the second half. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Richmond. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
Yeah, that's great decision making. And one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They got Scott. Josh McRoberts out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Houston at the 2. McRoberts' shot is good.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Richmond leading by 23. Ingram dishes to Ware. A 3 ball. Drains it from beyond the arc.
A smooth shot from Ingram. Shooting with range is definitely an area that he's worked at.
Houston, the pass to Scott. Right wing. Here's Houston. Here's McRoberts. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. McRoberts has got 4 points now in the quarter. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101. But boy, is it working. For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Pass to McRoberts. Back to Scott. McGee is screened to the inside. McGee slamming it down.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Now here's Jones. Williamson right side. Jones kicks to Smart. For three, Ingram. Another three for Richmond.
And that's just really good situational awareness from Smart, realizing someone was open on that possession.
Smart with the steal. Ingram passes away. Stolen by McGee. To the paint. Here's Roberts. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Ware with it. Guarded by McGee. Nice ball movement by Richmond. For three, Ingram. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
McRoberts' shot is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting game. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
As tough as they get, Smart's a bulldog out there, does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating it.
And the first one at the line is good. And so, Smart nails both of them. Smart against Scott. It's good from about 19 feet. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Adams outside. So it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, C.J. McCollum. Welcome, everyone, to our 2K Sports broadcast. We have a great game on tap for you. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
And it's Richmond to start out.
Yo, whose man is Thomas?
For three, Hill. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Hill's got the first points up on the board here for Richmond. Pass to Watford. Here's Porter. Line with his three. Put him against Hill. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hill's got 5 points so far.
Assists are a sign of a good offense. They tell you it's running well.
It's Young on the wing. Down low, here's Yang. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Cousins. And here's McCollum for three. Another three for Richmond.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
Pass to Watford. It's Porter outside. Sends it from downtown.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Thomas who brings it up for Richmond. It's a three-point game. Hill looking it over. McCollum kicks to Hill. Beyond the arc. Pocket six. Another three for Richmond.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball because that really will help his confidence.
Pass to Watford. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And these guys can put on a tripling clinic out there.
And here's McCollum for three. His shot is good, making it a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, he's around a 40% career shooter from three. McCollum adding another three to his prolific talent.
And the strong finish. He's able to convert through the contact.
McCollum goes deep. Three-point land. Another three for Richmond.
Showing off the lane. McCollum is so confident.
Young pass to Watford. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Richmond in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Richmond.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
They've got Jones. Sean Kemper's out there with Morning. And this Porter, that one drops for him.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
McCollum kicks to LeBron. Lets the three fly. And it's Morning with the rebound. Outside Porter. It's stolen by Adams. Pushing it up. Here's Williamson. Nice ball movement by Richmond. And here's McCollum for three. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Mourning's shot is good.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And some changes here for Richmond. Khalil Ware's checked in for Adams. Hill comes in for Williamson. And Isaiah Thomas subbed in for James. And here's McCollum for 3. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 4 assists in the game. On the outside. Pass to Watford. Now here's Malone. Shoots over Wynn. Another shot. That one's good, and the Richmond lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Moses Malone.
Malone is relentless inside, so strong with non-stop effort.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 15. From outside, off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that you're doing.
Here's Watford. Rebounded by Richmond.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
And it's blocked.
This is the kind of defense you love to see. He went after that block and got it.
Hey, Terry! Don't let
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porter, no luck. Richmond leading by 10. Jones finds Thomas, and Hill has it in the corner. Fires from deep. Second chance shot. Where? Good.
I like his focus in the paint. He didn't want to waste a high-value opportunity.
Welcome. Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. You are now rocking with the best. Welcome.
He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Richmond. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. He'll get you back to the action after this break. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Oh, great touch inside. She'll make them pay.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Richmond. They're leading by 8. And Hill has it in the corner. It's up a 3. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 6 assists in the game.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Now, here is Young. Outside, Porter. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Richmond leading by 11. Odman finds McCollum. Shoots the three. Another three for Richmond.
Well, no question McCollum is in the zone right now. Just letting the offense flow through him.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play.
Help out on Terry. Let's go.
Young outside. Pass to Watford. Here's Young. He's guarded by McCollum. And a wide open look for Porter. His three-pointers off the mark. Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
Here's McCollum. Another basket from Richmond.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Now here's Odom. Hasn't made one yet. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Well, you got to love the kick out. Excellent vision.
Richmond leading by 13. Now here's McCollum. He's got 22. That one goes. Count it. McCollum's got 24.
Making it look effortless. What a smooth shot by McCollum.
There's Porter with the three, and the three ball is good.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Thomas kicks to McCollum. From the arc. And his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor and looking for more.
Well, McCollum is never afraid to get competitive at the arc.
Young pass to Yang. Outside Porter. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Well, with the way he's scoring right now, they're just going to keep feeding.
Odom on the way with his first shot attempt. And so it's Richmond with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Right back after this break. Let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. A three from McCollum hits the three-point bomb. McCollum's got the fourth.
From deep, and you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Now here's McCollum, and that one drops for him. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's nice touch around the rim. McCollum makes the most of his opportunities down there.
And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Shooting while in rhythm, proving how dangerous he is off the dribble.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Here's the three. That's good. That's Thomas picking up the assist. McCollum's got 38 points.
Well, defensively, you can't allow McCollum to get good looks from the corner.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Kemp passes to Jones, and Jones with the stuff.
Can't be that easy for him. Gotta body him up down low.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
Yeah, Williamson. Herbert Jones is out there with McCollum. Then it's Jones. And it's Adams in the center position. And here's McCollum for three. Another three for Richmond.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Now, here is McGrady. Just 5 to shoot. Morning's shot is good.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And another basket from Richmond.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort. Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
A three from McCollum, and Jones pulls it down. Here's the slam dunk to finish it off. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. McCollum looking it over. The three, and he's good on the three ball. McCollum's got 46 points.
Well, they keep going to it, and he keeps delivering.
McGrady outside. Here's Morning. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Sinks the three-pointer. McCollum's got 49 points in the game.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
So it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be.
For my friends Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And now our player of the game, C.J. McCollum.
be it for me. Obviously.
Welcome, everyone, to our broadcast. This is 2K Sports, bringing you tonight's game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Now here is Davis. Slam dunk by Robinson.
And what an excellent way to end that possession. There was some power on that throwdown.
It's McCollum on the wing. From outside the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
Well, he's lethal from that three-point line. The defense must guard McCollum better than this.
Who's watching here?
Here's Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Davis. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And Davis is fantastic at cutting into the lane. Such a confident offensive player.
Count it. McCollum's got 5 now.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Drills it from outside.
Now that's modern basketball. She makes the play from the inside out.
Now here's McCollum. Defense is right there. Another 3 for Richmond.
Well, McCollum is never afraid to get competitive at the arc.
Pass to Robinson. Garnett outside. The 3. And it's Carrington missing. And it's Richmond's ball. Here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with two hands on that stuff. Now Carrington. Rodman with the block.
And the thing about Rodman, he's more of a position player defensively, but that time he's enough to swat it away.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Now here's Davis. He has 7. And it's Carrington missing. Here's Rodman. Here's Cousins. The shot's good. Rodman making the play.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
A 3 from McCollum. Garnett grabs the board. Outside Robinson. Davis for 2. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Richmond ahead. They're up by 8. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Richmond.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
We got James. Williamson out there with Adams. Then it's Herbert Jones. And it's McCollum in at the point guard position. Davis is out there with Koulibaly. Then there's Mason. And it's Trent in at the 4. Here's James. Pass to Koulibaly. Here's James. With Samart. Rebounded by McCollum. And for Richmond, they've got McCollum. Adams is out there with LeBron James. That's Hill. And it's Jones in at the shooting guard position. It's good from long range.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now here's Davis. He's got 7, but in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
1:46 left in the first half. Here's Mason. Oh, what a quick move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, very talented finisher. If Mason gets the chance, he is going to put one on your head.
And some changes here for Richmond. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Adams. And Thomas subbed in for James. And the basket by McCollum.
Set him up so they can knock him down.
McCollum's got an outstanding percentage from long range. Hitting 5 of 7, that's 71%. The 3 from Davis. Rebounded by Richmond.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here is Hill. Another 3 for Richmond.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And it's Davis missing. And it's Richmond's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. The 3 from McCollum. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. Here's Mason. Rebounded by Richmond. Cousins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Hill. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got his 5th assist in this one.
Yeah, it takes vision to spot those openings. Good ball movement.
Now here is Davis. 9 points in the game so far. To the left wing. Prince wide open. Here's Garnett. Lays it up and banks it in. Garnett's got his first basket.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Richmond ahead as they end the second quarter on a 14-6 run. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. McCollum's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Richmond. Outside Robinson. Pass to Davis. Back to Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
And you're not going to get an easier deuce than that. Straight to the basket.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Richmond. They lead by 17. Nice ball movement by Richmond. Lets it go from deep. And it's Hill. That's on the assist by Thomas. Hill's got 11 points.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball because that really will help his confidence.
Here's Carrington. Rodman grabs the miss. Richmond leading by 20. A three from McCollum. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. Garnett's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Mason. Softly drops in the floater. Mason's got his second basket of the game.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. There's 1:40 left in the third. A three from McCollum. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where is the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. And another basket from Richmond.
Well, and they have to just keep feeding C.J. McCollum. He is on a heater.
Thomas against Davis. Yep, that one goes. He's got 11.
Well, sometimes you need more than just your stars, though. They've got to run something to get the other guys good looks.
Launches a three. C.J. McCollum. And that's good.
Well, he's around a 40% career shooter from 3. McCollum adding another 3 to his prolific talent.
Davis.
Garnett against Rodman. Pulls it from the elbow. And Garnett, that's good.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
3 seconds separate the shot clocking game. And the basket by McCollum.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Here's the screen. Here's Garnett. The layup's good off the glass. Garnett's got 6.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
And so it's Richmond in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action in just a minute. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Carrington, that's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 5th assist in this one. McCollum finds Hill. Outside, Rodman. McCollum outside. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range. McCollum's got 38 points.
Showing off the range. McCollum's so confident.
Here's Davis. Pass to Mason. Here's Garnett. And it's Garnett finishing it off.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill one. Now McCollum from downtown. Another three for Richmond.
And he is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first foul. And Richmond will go for a different look here.
Substitution for Richmond.
Here is Davis. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
One shot. One shot.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Oh, flat out, Desmond Mason can fly. Someone you pay to watch. Boy, he is electric when he lifts off.
Pass to Koulibaly. Here's Shades from 18 feet away. That shot off. 1:31 left in the fourth. Koulibaly is out there with Thomas. And it's Trent in at the power forward.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Hands it with authority.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
McCollum outside over Thomas. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. McCollum's got 46 points. Koulibaly with it. Pass to Shades. Thomas surveying the D. Lays it up off the glass.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry over into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Another three for Richmond.
And that was a bomb. Gotta give him props for having the confidence to take that long.
Now, Koulibaly. So it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this one on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, C.J. McCollum.
Be right back.
We welcome you to our 2K Sports Broadcast. Some great basketball in store for you. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. Now the starting group for the visitors. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Lucas. Then it's Jeremy Lin. Then there's Anderson. And it's Jones in at the 2 guard. And for Richmond, they've got Dennis Rodman. McCollum is out there with Thomas. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Hill in at small forward. Lin with it. Lucas a screen on Thomas. Lin the pass to Hartenstein. And here is Lin. 5 to shoot. Misses the 3. So it's Richmond now. D2 from Hill. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Now here's Lin. Outside, Jones. Hartenstein with the screen for Jones. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum. And that one falls for Jones.
A hard-nosed defensive player. You have to like the effort Jones brings on that end, often taking on the challenge of their best offensive player.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
And here's McCollum for 3. Sinks the triple.
Oh, great find there for the open man.
And a wide open look for Lin. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Thomas finds McCollum. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, that's the thing about McCollum. He can absorb the contact and still complete the play.
Hartenstein passes to Lucas. Now here's Jones. Pass to Anderson. Lucas is screen on hook. Back to Jones. Here's Hartenstein. Off target from outside. McCollum with the ball. Picked up by Hartenstein. This one for 3. McCollum no good. McCollum against Lin. Here is Lucas. On the wing, Jones. Good on the three-point shot. Jones has got 5 points so far.
And Jones is known to be a deadly three-point shooter. A beautiful shooting motion there on those triples.
They grabbed her on this. Outside for Thomas. Pass to Hill. Now Rodman. Nice ball movement by Richmond. A 3 from McCollum. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Well, he's around a 40% career shooter from 3. McCollum adding another 3 to his prolific talent.
Now here's Lucas. Back to Lin. Count it from 12. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. McCollum finds Hill. Releases. That fall. Nice feed that time for McCollum.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Richmond ahead, leading by 5. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Richmond so far. Guys?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
And here's McCollum for 3. Connects from 3-point range. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
Thomas is screen on Jones. Daniels from outside. Rebounded by Richmond. To the middle. That's good from Williamson on the assist by McCollum.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
To the inside. Good finish at the rack off the slick feed. McCollum's got the lead up to 12 now for Richmond. Outside Daniel.
Screen.
Thomas against Adams. To stop the run. Zion Williamson crafts the miss. And Adams has got the ball here for Richmond. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Jackson against McCollum. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Thomas.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Richmond leading by 12. Adams dishes to McCollum. Back to Adams. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Adams has got his first points in this one.
Heads-up play with the ball there, getting it in the hands of somebody who's ready to attack.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
So both teams changing it up here. So it's the visitors now. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Jones, the pass to Williams. Looking to end the run. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Well, aside from his athleticism, what makes Williams such a great above-the-rim threat is his incredible 7'6" wingspan.
Anderson is out there with Rob Williams. Then it's Jones. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Bridges in at the 3-slot. McCollum's gone 4 of 6 from outside. Very accurate. Lin looking it over.
Big coming.
Pass to Bridges. Lets it go with the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Bridges has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Hey, yo, right there.
Jones against McCollum. Fires for 3. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Well, McCollum is never afraid to get competitive at the arc.
4 seconds left.
I'm open!
And it's sent back by Hill. And so it's Richmond finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hill is out there with Rodman. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's McCollum. And it's Thomas in at the one spot. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
The basket by Hill.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball because that really will help his confidence.
It's good. Lynn's got his second basket.
The move and the bucket. That's an incredible individual play.
Kicks it out to Rodman. And here's McCollum for three. Another three for Richmond.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Outside, Jones. Anderson outside. Pass to Jones. Outside, Lynn. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, good on the triple. And it's Richmond's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And here's McCollum for three. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. McCollum's got 12 now in this quarter.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth.
And the basket by McCollum.
Well, and they have to just keep feeding C.J. McCollum. He is on a heater.
Thomas against Land. Hartenstein passes to Jones. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And here's McCollum for three. Another three for Richmond.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Outside, Lynn puts up a deep three. Oh, huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Richmond ahead, delivering the blowout. And we'll be back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. As we get going in quarter number 4. Jeremy Lin is out there with Jones. Then it's Lucas. Then there's Anderson. And it's Hartenstein in at the pivot, man in the middle.
And Lin is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
Kicks it out to Jones. Outside, Smart. James in the high post. And LeBron throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Well, as a scorer, that's where Anderson likes to operate. He has a lot of tricks in there.
Here's Smart following the basket by Kyle Anderson. And here's James outside. Traps in the tray. LeBron's got 5 points in the quarter.
And by distance, that corner three is the shortest on the court.
Get on in, come on!
Pass to Lucas. Jones, no one around him. Gets an open look and hits.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
James in the post. Defended by Lucas. LeBron can't get it to go. Lucas looking for an opening. Nice shot by Lin.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
On the wing, James. From past the arc. And that comes off the assist by Jones. LeBron's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Richmond. Here's Lin. Sweet little floater.
And the way Lin picks his spots, just knowing his place in the offensive schemes and scoring well as a result.
Jones kicks to James. For the three. Another miss by LeBron. Anderson against James. And Anderson gets it to go.
Assist goes to Jeremy Lin.
There's 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's LeBron. Nice ball movement by Richmond. Three-pointer. And it's Lin with the rebound. Jones in the post. Working on Jones.
And he sent a message with that swat. Do not come in my house.
James, the pass to Jones. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Again, James missing. Outside, Lin. So it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For my friends Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, C.J. McCollum. everyone, and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation. The atmosphere in this building is electric as we get a chance to see an energized college player plugged into the roster. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Now the starting group for the visitors. Jalen Suggs is out there with Heel. Then it's Noel. Then there's Mason. And it's Wilson in at the 4. And for Richmond, we've got C.J. McCollum. Dennis Rodman is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Thomas. And it's Hill in at the 3.
Here we go.
Who's got buddy? Slam dunk by Noel.
Looking just about unstoppable.
And here's Thomas who brings it up for Richmond. Pass to McCollum. There's the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, he's around a 40% career shooter from 3. McCollum adding another 3 to his prolific talent.
Stolen by Thomas. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. It's deflected. And here's McCollum for 3. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Rodman.
Well, he's lethal from that three-point line. The defense must guard McCollum better than this.
Here's Mason. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
An outstanding three-point shooter. You've got to chase McCollum off those corners.
Field outside. Pass to Suggs. From deep three-point land, Cousins pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And here's Hill for 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Heel, the pass to Suggs. Takes it off the glass.
Yeah, finessing his way around down low. Suggs found an opening for the score.
Rodman gets to Thomas. And here's Hill for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Hill's got 6 points.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now, here's Suggs. Heel with a screen on top. Shot clock at 5. The 3-pointer, no good. Richmond leading by 9. Here's Hill. And it's Hill with the jam.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
They get it back. Outside, Suggs. Back to Noel. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Hill. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Richmond leads by 11. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Richmond.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Jones is out there with McCollum. Then there's Williamson. Then it's James. And it's Adams at the 5 down low. Muhammad out there with Tisdale. Then there's Hornacek. Then there's Buddy Hield. And it's Pippen in its small forward. Tisdale passes to Muhammad. And it's Pippen in the corner. Pass to Hornacek. LeBron with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Here's Jones. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Jones has got the lead up to 13 now for Richmond. Healed against Jones. Now Muhammad. Here's Tisdale. Scoreless thus far. Up top one set. He is guarded by McCollum. Healed. Can't hit. Richmond leading by 13. Jones for three. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Get a defender out there. You cannot leave Jones alone in the corner. Come on.
And some changes here for Richmond. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Adams. Hill comes in for Zion Williamson. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for James. Here's Noel. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Outside, Suggs. Inside. Slammed up by Ingram.
And when you've got Ingram's length and reach, you gotta throw it down.
And here's McCollum for three. Got it for his fourth field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Suggs has got 5.
Suggs knocking it down, clapping right back from deep.
And here's McCollum for 3. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 3 assists in the game. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first foul. Wilson, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram.
Coming onto the floor for the away team.
Mason looking around. Healed outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Heald's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Richmond leading by 14. Here's McCollum, and he converts the layup.
Well, no question McCollum is in the zone right now. Just letting the offense flow through him.
1 second separating the shot clock in game. Here's Suggs. Mason kicks to Heald. 6 on the shot clock. Over McCollum. Heald can't hit. He gets it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Richmond in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll return shortly. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
We've got Isaiah Thomas. Hill is out there with Rodman. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's McCollum in it for 2. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
Healed against Hill. Now here's Heal. He's covered closely. Noel passes to Heal. Second shot opportunity, and no problem from Noel as he finishes at the rim.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And the basket by McCollum.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Guard it.
So it's the visitors here. 17-point game. Mason kicks to Suggs. Offensive rebound. 1:24 left here in the third quarter. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Jones checked in for Hill.
Substitution on the court.
A minute 20 left in the third. To the wing right side. Wilson the pass to Suggs. Good on the triple. Suggs has got 8 points.
Well, you talk about a toolsy forward. Caleb Wilson has tremendous upside. The size, the reach, and the agility to make an immediate impact on the game, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Hornacek, he's checked in for Drexler. 1:02 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Suggs. And he makes good on the layup. Suggs has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Hornacek outside. Pass to Noel. Now Suggs. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Rodman with it. Still without a basket. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. And some changes here for Richmond. Williamson comes in for Rodman. And it's LeBron in for Thomas. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Hield. Gets the 14-footer to fall. He's got 7.
And I like seeing Hield take advantage of that mid-range area, appearing confident in taking that shot.
That'll be a 5-second call. And some changes here for Richmond. Rodman, he's checked in for Zion Williamson. Hill comes in for LeBron. And Thomas subbed in for Herbert Jones.
Come on, man, take that.
Now, here's Suggs. He's got 10.
Get there, get there.
Noel, a screen on Thomas. And it's Suggs missing. And so it's Richmond going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Mason is out there with Wilson. Then it's Hield. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Noel in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well-aimed pass by Suggs. On time and on target to a ready shooter.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Launches from deep. Oh, he hits the deep three.
Well, we saw Suggs' ability to take over games at the collegiate level, doing the same here in the NBA.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Away team ball.
Nice use of the glass on the finish.
So often, Suggs is used to initiate offense. But tonight, he's been on the finishing end time and time again.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength now.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Good!
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Away team ball.
Here's Suggs. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a team offense should look like. And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Well, they can tack on a few more points out of this run.
Yeah, it is starting to become a big one.
To take the lead, and the shot goes in.
Everything is working for Suggs offensively at the moment. This is a very encouraging sight to see.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. .133 left in the fourth quarter of this one. That one drops.
Well, he's got that clutch gene in him. Suggs digging deep when they needed it.
That'll be a 5-second call. Now here. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Suggs, and there's the three.
That's not just from beyond the arc. That's from a whole different region.
That's right.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Lets loose a three. It's off. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds. They'll get a nice little run going here.
Yeah, just making it look easy on the offensive end.
I love how ferocious Wilson can be inside, slamming it down with force.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Suggs against Thomas. Got it to go off the glass.
Inspired tonight. They
Let's run those back.
I got no, my bad, y'all.
Now Suggs. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Mason. Wilson out there with Noel. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Heald in at the shooting guard position.
And the explosiveness that Jalen Wilson plays with is something defenses always need to be wary of. When he's in that dunker spot or the roller in the two-man game, you have to have him tagged or he will rise up and punish you.
And here is Suggs. Following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Richmond will retain possession. And Thomas has it in the corner. A three from McCollum. Buries it from three-point range. McCollum's got 6.
Well, he's around a 40% career shooter from 3. McCollum adding another 3 to his prolific talent.
Now, here's Suggs. Here's Hill. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Well, you see the play inside. Points in the paint significantly help your team.
Thomas passes to McCollum. For Hill. McCollum, no good. There's a minute 34 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Hill. Rebound by Hill. Pass to Suggs. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Look, Suggs knows how to assert himself inside. You give him a lane, and he will attack.
He gets it in there.
just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Come to me.
Now, here's Suggs. Shot clock at 6. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Oh, what focus from Suggs. Refusing to let the hit throw him off.
And some changes here for Richmond. Adams, he's checked in for Cousins. Williamson comes in for Dennis Rodman. And it's Herbert Jones in for Grant Hill. Now here's McCollum. 6 points for him. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. McCollum's got 8 points.
That's just another level to Zion's game that can make him even more.
Hornacek outside. Adams against Noel. Noel throws it down hard.
Oh, man, that was a loud bucket.
3-pointer. And the basket by McCollum. He's got 11.
Well, no doubt McCollum is dangerous from distance.
Healed outside. No good from outside. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Richmond. We witnessed him delivering a series of 3-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Richmond.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I also like how they trusted one another with the right, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
James is out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Herbert Jones. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Muhammad out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Hill. Then there's Pippen. And it's Hornacek in at the point guard. And the basket by McCollum.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And here's Hornacek following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And some changes here for Richmond. Khalil Ware's checked in for Adams. Hill comes in for Williamson. And Isaiah Thomas subbed in for LeBron.
Well, when he finds his flow, McCollum can be a thorn in the side of the defense with how he can play.
Noel, a screen on Thomas. Got a piece of it. Here's Hill. An easy 2 points on the layup. Hill's got his first bucket in this one.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's McCollum. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Good on the three-point shot. McCollum's got the lead up to 12 now for Richmond.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here. Had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent.
Hill with the bucket.
And I like seeing Hill take advantage of that mid-range area, appearing confident in taking that shot.
Here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
Kept his eyes up the floor, and it pays off.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Hornacek outside. Pass to Noel. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's a battle inside, and through all the contact, he's able to finish that.
And here's McCollum for 3. Another 3 for Richmond.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense. The ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Richmond ahead. They finish off the second quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Isaiah Thomas out there with McCollum. And there's Hill. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rodman in at the power forward. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with. Another basket from Richmond.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Hill passes to McCollum. Now, here's Rodman. McCollum outside. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 6 assists now in the game. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
Noel against Cousins. Noel throws it down.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. And here's McCollum for 3. Hits it from three-point range. McCollum's got 11 points in the quarter.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Throws it from outside. McCollum's got 42 in the game.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Three-pointer Heel. Rebounded by Richmond.
Looking to answer the 3 from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
Nice ball movement by Richmond. The 3 from McCollum. Another 3 for Richmond.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And good that time.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
A 3 from McCollum sinks the three-pointer. McCollum's got 48.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing. Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Richmond ahead. Ending the third quarter on a 20-6 run. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They got Noel. Mason is out there with Wilson. Then there's Suggs. And it's Healed in at the 2. The wing jumper off target.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
LeBron won't hesitate if he finds a spot he likes behind the arc.
So it's the visitors now. Healed outside. Pass to Noel. And here is Suggs. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. LeBron passes to Jones. It's James picking up the assist. Jones has got his first 2 points.
And James has always loved sharing the rock as well as making his teammates better.
Here's Suggs. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Well, look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Kick out to Adams. Pass to LeBron. In the corner, Smart with it. From downtown. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Here's Wilson. Healed from outside. Rebounded by Smart. And it's Smart with the ball for Richmond. Adams right side. LeBron passes to Adams. Outside, Jones. Williamson kicks to Smart. 5 on the clock. Here's Jones. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, you got to be careful guarding him out there because he's more than capable of drawing fouls.
First one falls for him. And Richmond making a change here. Ware's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Shot by Heel, nobody around, and a miss there on the triple.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Jones dishes to Smart. The 3 from LeBron hits the three-point foul.
Dangerous from the perimeter. LeBron is definitely a threat from that corner.
Healed outside. Kicks it out to Wilson. Hands it from downtown.
That's a nice kick. Great feel for where to move with it.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Williamson, the pass to James. Wilson grabs the board. Suggs looking around, so it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but we have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching. And now, our player of the game, C.J. McCollum.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Peace.
Thanks for watching. Like, thumbs up, medium light skin tone, comment, subscribe and share. Victory hand, medium light skin tone.